This is a little bit of a weird angle, but we're getting the day started at the Goodwill bins. We're gonna go in there for about 2 rounds, depending if they bring clothes or not. If they bring clothes in, I'm out after the first round. But I'll be doing a one-night show in there as well. I'm gonna bring you on. I'm waiting for the next rotation to start. I'm just hiding in this little corner as usual. But I did get here 10 minutes before the other one ended, so I was able to find a couple things. I'll show you guys right now. But the next round should be in about 20 minutes. I'll probably do like a TikTok live just to, hang out and talk to people. And then after that, I'll go in there and see what I can find, and then I'll do a one-night show. I found this TV right here. It's an old school Panasonic one. The only downside on this is that the cable is ripped right here. But I was talking to somebody and they told me it's so easy to fix, so I think I'm just gonna take a risk on it, to be honest, because these on eBay they're selling for about $150. That should be a good one. This Sony one, I am debating if I'm gonna take it. It does work. I plugged it in and everything. Hopefully I can find a cassette to test the cassette, and if it does work, I should be able to get about like $100 for that. And I did find some plushies that I'm gonna run at the one-night show in a bit. Jellycat, this is the brand that everybody's always asking me for. We got this Olaf with still, Disney one still with the tag. And then we have this Snoopy. A lot of people have been asking me about Snoopy plushies, and I found a big one. But yeah, this is what I found so far on the first round. But like I said, for only 10 minutes. I'm gonna do a quick live. Just typed in inside the bins, and I'm gonna click live, and we'll see how that goes. You guys will be a part of the video. So this whole tub, what I'm gonna do right now is I'm just gonna go through them and see what's worth selling on whatnot, what could be for eBay, and then what is not worth it. So I'm using Google Lens just to take a picture and see what the item is. And sometimes there will be like an item that, there will be like a listing that shows me like an eBay price. And if it's not worth it, then I just put it away. We got a Tigger. We got a Jellycat. Jellycat plushies are always really good. I actually found 2 Jellycats. I got this pink owl one. Then I got this little fox. I'm not sure what it is. And then I got 4 more. This burger. 3 Jellycats in one. That's crazy. Some of these have crazy values. I'm gonna click on start show right there. You can see. And then it says go live. Now it just goes live. Now we're gonna flip this camera. I'm gonna record for a bit for you guys so you can see. Alright, let's run the other Jellycat because I know you guys love the Jellycats. This is another Jellycat one right there. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Nah, Post has a strategy. Post, thank you so much for that. So this is everything that I was able to sell. I think it was about, I'll double check right now. One I will send me an email, but that's the stuff that does not sell. And I'll give this stuff to somebody else here that takes the similar stuff like me and they can make their money. Somebody whatnot right there, it'll say that I sold 14 items for a total of $78. But it varies all the time. Sometimes it's like only 20, 30 bucks. I think on Monday I had my best 3 shows in a row, like back to back. I did over $100 in each of them, which was pretty crazy. That was the first time ever. But I'm also just building up my one-eye account through this, doing this, which is pretty nice as well. In between both shows, I did about like $99 in sales, and I only paid 10 items for the cost of goods. So the profit after everything, I'm gonna say it's maybe like, let's just say like $60, $70. I haven't really calculated it yet, but it doesn't sound like a lot of money, right? But I was only there for, let's see, 8, 9, 10, 11, about like 3 hours and a half. I was only there for about 3 hours and a half. And then I also bought items to resell on my eBay store. I'll show you guys right now what I picked up for me. I picked up a mini arcade machine. It's like a Miss Pac-Man one. Hopefully it does work. It's not in the best condition, but I only paid $5 for that one. If that one does work, I can probably sell that for about like $70, $80. And that basically gives me all my money back. So the one-night show is 100% profit. I get to build my one-night account, and also I have other things that I'm gonna list on my eBay store as well. It'll probably make me about like $120, $140 in profit as well. So overall, it's like I'm just utilizing the time that I have to get the most out of it and just maximize my potential. If I can just maximize everything that I can do within my time, then I'll get more stuff done. It's a little bit harder because I gotta pick up my kids from school at 2:30. Right now it's basically 12 already, and I gotta still pack eBay orders. I'm here at the storage unit and I have 6 orders to pack for my eBay business. So let's just grab these real quick. We have a lens and we have a camera, and these I have right here because I just grabbed these, or I just bought these like 2 days ago. They sold really fast. This Pentax, yeah, right here. There we go. Just had the 6 ones, already grabbed them, put them in the cart. Go home now and pack everything and whatnot. Let me show you this big mess in this room. I have all these items right here that I have to photograph and list on my eBay store. These items right here I have to take to the storage unit because they're already photographed. And these are all the items that I've been packing since last night. And I haven't even started doing my eBay ones yet, so I'm gonna get that going because I'm running out of time. I gotta get this stuff going and I gotta go get my kids from school. I'm gonna try to take these items to the post office before I get my kids. That way it's like a little bit less work when I have them. But yeah, it's time to lock in. I'm all done with all eBay orders. Everything is packed up. Some of the Whatnot orders as well. So now it's time to take these to the post office and then go get my kids. Once I come back, I'll continue photographing items to list on my eBay store. And then we'll see what happens after that. Let's catch up real quick. Yesterday, I ended up dropping off those packages at the post office. I went to go get my kids. I finished some work. I had to photograph items. And then my daughter had gymnastics, so I had dad duties right afterwards. So I didn't continue recording. But today, it's 12 p.m. right now. I did boxing class already. I grabbed all the items that I sold on eBay. And now it's time to pack those up and then head on to the post office. And real quick, I'm gonna show you guys the 6 items that I sold on eBay. I sold this yo-yo right here, and this one I got at the bins. I paid about like 20 cents for it. It sold in about 2 days for $50 plus shipping. And the brand is Playmax, and I guess it's like a vintage one. I don't know, but yeah, sold really fast. And this one is going to international as well. Second item I sold was this Nintendo Wii Nunchuck. And this one I got at the bins, probably paid about like 50 cents for it. Did take about like 2 months to sell, and it only sold for $8 plus shipping. Next item is this little leg right here, and I guess it's like a piece for like a Marvel figure. And this one, I think I got at the bins probably like 25 cents, maybe less. And it sold in about like 3 weeks for $7 plus shipping. Next item is this Captain Planet figure, and this one I got in a big bundle deal at a yard sale where I bought like a bunch of vintage toys. And this one sold in about like a week and a half for $25 plus shipping. Sold the baseball glove. This one I got at the bins for only $1, and it sold for $12 plus shipping. The last item I sold was this Spider-Man figure. This one came in a big bundle deal that I bought locally. And this one sold for $15 plus shipping. And as I pack this, I want to tell you guys about Whatnot. I'm not sponsored by Whatnot, but hey, Whatnot, if you want to sponsor the video, I mean, let me know. But I've been doing a lot of Whatnot shows lately and doing really well for me. I've been doing about 2 to 3 shows 3 times a day. And when I go live, most of the time is me going live at the bin. So after every rotation, I look at all the items that I found, and then the ones that I know that are worth running, then I'll run them on the Whatnot. And every show, it varies. It just depends on what I find. Like on Monday, which was my best day ever, I did 3 shows at the bins before I even bought the products. And then I did a total of about like $340 in sales, which was pretty insane. I was doing over $100 per show in about like 20 minutes. That was really exciting. But the day afterwards, I didn't really find too many good things, and I ended up doing like about like $84, something like that. It just changes all the time, but it's definitely super fun. If you have inventory that you're trying to move faster, yes, you are gonna get less for it on Whatnot, but you get to move that inventory, get that money, and reinvest it back into your business. And that's kind of what I'm doing. I'm just using Whatnot as another source of income to get more income for my eBay business, because every time I go to the bins, I grab a lot of items for the Whatnot shows, but I also grab a couple items for my eBay store. So I'm kind of like double dipping in a way. And as I build my Whatnot account, I'm also trying to make money from my eBay account. I charge the buyer $6 for shipping, and the label costed me $4.34. So I get the profit like $1.50. Not bad. Next, we're gonna do this glove super fast. I'm just gonna put some bubble wrap around it like this. Not a lot, just enough to cover it all. I'm gonna use one of these poly mailer bags, and I'm just gonna put it in there, and that is it. That's how simple and fast I'll ship stuff like this. My orders all packed up, but I still have to take them to the post office. So I'll show you guys right now how many I ended up packing up. But before I do that, I want to talk to you guys about 2 different things. Number one is my content on TikTok. So if you don't know, I've been making money on TikTok since last year on April 19th. I've been making about like $2,000 average a month. Last month, I had my best month yet on TikTok. But this month, the views are just trash on there. I'm not sure what's going on, but let me just show you real quick. So here's my account, and normally you can see like 16,000, 33,000, 11,000, 29,000, 11,000. These are like from last month. And if you go to my newest videos, you can see like 900 views, 900, 17,000, 12,000, 600, 5,000, whatever, right? And the way I make money on TikTok is by views. So if I'm not getting a lot of views, then I'm not really making any money. And on average, I was making about like $30 to like $50 every single day. Right now, I'm making between like $8 to $12 every single day. So it's kind of a bummer, but I don't want to show you guys that because it's real. You know, stuff like that happens, especially if you're trying to be a content creator. Like there's gonna be times where you're gonna be doing really good and sometimes you're not gonna be doing so good. So right now I'm not really worried about it. Like I know that things don't last forever, so I was taking advantage of it as much as possible. Like last month, it was my best month on making money on TikTok. And this month, like I said, it's just been trash. But I'm still posting content 2 to 3 times every single day, just because you never know. Maybe it's just like a bad month and then next month it just picks up again. But you know, that's why I keep posting every single day. And another thing I'm doing is I am just changing my strategy. I'm posting different kind of content. Like right now I have different ideas of what I'm going to be doing to just change up the content and then attract a new audience and kind of just get them to engage. Like I said, you just got to try to figure out something that's going to work for you. Now, the second thing I want to talk to you guys about is Whatnot. If you saw my previous video, you guys saw like the Whatnot shows that I've been doing. And I'm going to show you guys the data of this month because I started doing like Whatnot shows very consistently inside the bins this month in March. And I'm going to show you guys how much money I've made this whole month just doing those shows. From the 1st of this month to the 19th. Today is the 21st, but I haven't done a show since the 19th. But I've done $1,680 in sales. That number to me is huge because that's the most I've done on Whatnot ever. and that's, I guess, the power of being consistent, right? Like I said, this is another source of income that I hadn't really thought about. And the best part about this is that I'm running and selling all these items before I even buy them at the Goodwill bins. So I have literally zero risk. And I've made that much money this month. So in total, probably like in cost of goods, I'm gonna say at most $200, but I didn't really keep track, honestly. I've been like up and down. I've been terrible at it. But starting next month in April, I am going to really start calculating everything. But like I said, at most $200. Even then, to turn $200 into $1,600, that is insane. And I think the reason why these shows are working out for me is because most of the items that I'm selling, they're selling for pretty cheap. So people have the room in there to make profit if they want to resell it on their eBay stores, or even if they want to resell it on Whatnot, if they already have a good following. But yeah, I think that's why these shows have been doing really good for me. And I'm just going to stick to this strategy. Like I know I'm selling like low profit items, but if I can sell them in quantity with zero risk involved, then I'm just going to keep doing it because like I said, $200 into $1,600, that's another source of income that I never really thought about. But yeah, it's been pretty insane on Whatnot. I'm definitely going to keep doing it. I'm definitely going to keep updating you guys. But I do plan on making a full-on video just on Whatnot and what I've learned in my experiences and all that stuff. Just so that you guys, are aware of it if you want to give it a try. But if you haven't already created an account, go in the description and sign up for free and you'll get $15 to spend on the platform. Just, if you can get free money and just buy something so you can get the experience of a buyer for now, it's going to serve you in the long run. And later on, you can just become a seller and then kind of just reverse engineer the whole process. So keep on hustling, you guys. There's plenty of money out there to be made. You can get a little piece. I can get a little piece. But with that being said, guys, this is going to be the end of the video. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next one.